Hello. Da ist der Faruk wieder. Hi Edel. Was geht ab, Faruk? Was machst du? Wie war der Rest des Tages? Was geht ab? Was Sachen machen? Ganz easy. Nice. Wieso sehe ich denn den Chat hier nicht? Ach da. Jetzt sehe ich den Chat. Ja, war nur so ein Warm-Up-Doodle mit Brushpen. Muss erstmal irgendwie auf mein Leben klarkommen gerade. Ich hatte auch irgendwie viel zu viel Kaffee heute, aber ich bin nicht wach. Also das ist ganz merkwürdig. Ganz merkwürdig. Okay, Weekly Stream. So, habe ich das auch erledigt. Das auch erledigt. Janosch was your dad's name? Ah, okay. Are you from Hungary? So, gehen wir rein, Leute. Rein. Go. Let's get some drawing done. Why is this thing zooming in so much? Feels like it's like inside of my eye. Hey Yadav, thank you for the sub. Welcome. Okay, alright, let me also get this closer. Problem is I have like this light, this softbox next to me, and sometimes it's kind of like overexposing my face. But I need it so the paper has no shadows on it. Bro, I started digital art. I suck. Can you help me? Yeah, you can sign up at my program, then I can help you. I mean, there's just too many things that you need to do. Wait, let me make this smaller. Why is this stuff in my face? Oh my goodness. Anyways, yeah. There's too many things we need to deal with when we start with digital art, so. Wait, maybe can I move this further away here? Maybe is that better? I don't like this. It's like so close to my face. Let me move this here maybe. Yeah, I think that's better. Please stop the sir, folks. I'm old, but not that old. Oh, I think that's even better. Almost. I got it. Wait. Okay. Ich glaube, jetzt habe ich's. Oder auch nicht. Meine Güte, ey. Sendet mit dieser Kamera hier. I feel like there's no perfect spot for this freaking thing. Like, because of this softbox here, it's too hard because it overexposes my face all the time. Let's do it here. Nice work, brother. Used to draw professionally, but been IT person at left field. Missed those days. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, if you miss it, just do it for fun then, I guess. So let's start with a little face doodle maybe. Okay. This is 0. Wow. Damn it, I took the wrong pen. Uno momento, por favor. Okay. Yo, random guy, thank you for the sub, appreciate it. Art channel, brother, do you teach? Yes, I teach. I teach full time actually. I have a website, there's a link in the description. Music stops. Nice. The music just stops. Go. Yes. Oh, finally some drawing, people. Finally some drawing. feel like I missed this. Too busy with other stuff. Ist das Christmas Music? Ey, Pablo, was geht ab, Alter? Gib mir ein bisschen Energie, Pablo. Ich brauche ein bisschen Energie. Warum habe ich jetzt erstmal Christmas-Mucke angemacht? Was geht denn hier heute? Silent Night is the next song. Just wanted to have some jazz music. Jesus. Yo, what's up, what's up, what's up? Thank you so much, thank you so much. How do you draw so nicely? Hey Beluga, welcome to the stream. Daily routine, drawing every single day. At least a little bit, even if you don't want to do it. Just doing it every day for years. Every day. And sometimes you draw super shitty. You still continue to draw. Because you know there come the good days. Sometimes. For me, I kind of like go home, I watch some JJK, and then I want to draw again, you know? Do you listen to Nujabes? Yes, absolutely. But I think I cannot play them here, right? Can I? I think it's I have like I get license strike if I play it. Nujabe? How do you say it in English? Nujabes? Nujabes? I don't know. Bro, ich sehe so fertig aus, Alter. I look like I feel. Also, sorry folks, I didn't shave for you today. Like my hair is growing faster than everything. It's insane. Jujutsu. You dropped that show? I mean, sometimes you like, sometimes you don't like, right? It's okay if you don't like. Do you know you look like New Zealand's boy? Do you mean like I look like a guy from New Zealand? Or is that like a name of somebody? Do I look like every boy from New Zealand? Always want to go to New Zealand. Just such a long flight there. Such a long flight. Holy Christ. I want something that's not necessarily... Okay, that's better. Your arts were going in the museum soon. Take a look for... Yeah, I don't think so, but I appreciate the compliment, I guess. Which pen do you prefer? Unipen Fineliner, Artline drawing system, or Sakura Pigma Micron? I don't know what Artline drawing system is. I tried Unipen and Microns, and I like Unipen a bit more because I feel like the tip of Microns is a little bit too hard. Hey, White and Black, thank you so much. How are you doing? Hey, Jimbo, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Welcome to stream. How are you doing? Yeah, you're probably from New Zealand, I guess. I mostly issue with perspective and composition. Well, then practice that every day. Try to make frames every day. Drawing like little story frames is a good practice. City pop vibes. Yeah, I wanted to go for a bit more extreme angle. Do you have any tips or advice? Stop feeling overwhelmed when you're a beginner at drawing. You need to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself that you're a beginner. Because the problem is if you feel overwhelmed, that just comes from you putting too much pressure on yourself. You know? But there's no reason to put so much pressure on you. You know? Hey Yasa. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Ah, you're from India. Okay, gotcha. I like Unipen 3.0. You know, I like... this is 0.3, the opposite. So I like it a little bit smaller. Hey Verma, how are you? And what paper do you use? For smooth paper, for ink and gouache at the same time. So for ink, I can recommend Hahnemühle. I can also recommend this one here I'm using. It's a little bit softer though. I forgot the name, give me a sec. Oh yeah, Bristol paper. I don't know if the camera shows this. It's Bristol paper. Because it's pretty good for the ink. And I think also it's thick enough for gouache. Is that the right pen? Yeah. Just practice come on their own. Yeah, I think that's a good tip. But the problem is if every time the person has like a anxiety, I don't know, shootout, let's call it like this. This also needs to be fixed, right? Because for you, it can be just like, yeah, I just need more practice. And that's obviously logical. But for some people, they kind of like build these like super high pressure in their head. So, yeah, I don't know. It's something that you need to forgive yourself for not being good enough. And accept that it's part of your journey. It's kind of like starting, you have to start seeing your art journey like a movie. You going into art is like a movie. And who would want to watch a movie that starts with the end of the story, right? You want to build up, you want a hero arc, you want everything. But if you don't have this, the movie's boring, right? If you know everything already. All the excitement, all the unknown is gone. And this is the same way you have to see your art journey. And if you do that, then you come to a point where you feel like, hey, you know what? I want to do mistakes. And then I'm excited for every little mistake I'm going to do every day from now on. That makes sense. We can make a manga gemeinsam. Okay. Okay. How does this funktionieren? Hey Jesse Boo, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome. Welcome to stream. Gerne, kein Problem. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it helps to consider. Sometimes it helps to consider that. Yeah, I don't know why we started to like. I think it's just our competitive nature somehow, right? That everything that doesn't feel like perfect right from the get-go, anything that doesn't feel like super amazing awesome is not worthy, which is like, it's so not true. It's so not true. This whole pathway, this whole way of starting with art and becoming an artist and doing all this, like, This is so exciting, you know, and then you only go through this once in your life. You should enjoy every single moment, but also embracing every little mistake you do. Every little mistake I do in this drawing, for example. I don't even know what I want to do with this here. Just going with the flow. And this is fine. Do you have any advice for coloring, like how to choose color for a character or something? Any color scheme or something? Yeah, so for example, depending on the personality of the character, there are certain color schemes that work very well, you know, like somebody who's very energetic. Think about a color when you think about energy, for example. Somebody that is relatively calm, what color do you think about? I think working with association is a really good thing to do. But sometimes if there is a certain design theme as well, then you can also follow color palettes out of nature. So if you look at insects and if you look at animals, you know, certain color choices there. I think that can be really, really good to choose sometimes. But also can go for classical color choices. Ja, genau, ich habe Design von diesem Charakter gemacht, auch die Story. Okay, was soll ich denn machen, wenn du alles gemacht hast? Dann brauche ich ja nichts mehr machen. Das ist doch gut. Dann finische du. Brother, we will all replace by I, don't be an artist. Brother, you have no future if you throw all your opportunities in your life away like this just because of one thing. And you will never enjoy life truly. You know? You only will be a slave of outside effects. 100%. If you get into the right mindset, I think the mistake becomes part of fun. Your problem solving, how to draw a nice picture, how to communicate your thoughts and emotions. Yes, true. Verdammt, Mann, immer dieses Kabel auf meinem Ellenbogen. Entschuldigung. Sorry, just had to be annoyed about this cable in German. Da kam mal der kleine Deutsch durch. Everyone who's watching on YouTube and has a Twitch account, please do me a favor and also go on Twitch and follow our Twitch profile. And anyone who's on Instagram and TikTok, I also have Instagram and TikTok, I would highly appreciate the support there as well. Since socials become harder and harder to grow, I need to acquire every little thing. Just my name, Janos.Gerasch. Much appreciated. Short story like Death Note, aber das Problem, das ich habe, I can't make the screen tone like a professional. Okay, du brauchst also Hilfe beim Screen Tone. Aber die Lines und alles sind gut, oder was? Schick mir doch mal per Discord. Bist du auf unserem Discord? Schick doch mal rüber. Lass mich doch mal sehen, was du da hast. Vielleicht kann ich dir ja zeigen. Thank you, lovely Robbo, that you follow the call. Kannst du mir doch mal zeigen, was du das? Vielleicht kann ich dir auch einfach zeigen, wie man das macht. Ist ein bisschen schwierig, das nur ohne Bild zu sehen. Aber mit Death Note bin ich auf jeden Fall vertraut. Anyone playing TBC is on the TBC hype train. Hype train. Yo, zombie bow tie. What's a zombie bow tie? Thank you for the sub. Welcome to the stream. What's up, what's up, what's up? Yo, Mr. Sketch Aura. Thank you. Welcome to stream. How's it going? What is TBC? TBC is the Burning Crusade, World of Warcraft. Anyone playing World of Warcraft TBC right now? It just released yesterday. That's why I'm asking. TBC hype. Because I played a little bit. Played a bit today. Had a bit of time today, actually. But it is always so time consuming. Unfortunately. But it is fun. Bam bam. Yeah, that's the question. Who was there before, the bow tie or the zombie? The egg or the chicken? Bitte KKK langsam sprechen? Where are you from, so? Ich kann auch langsamer sprechen, kein Problem. Ich spreche sehr gerne langsam. Worüber soll ich sprechen? Too long, can you feel it? Too long, can you feel it? This ain't much too long, I feel it coming on. Man, I would love to hear some Daft Punk now, but I can't cause I get license striked. Too long, can you feel it? Do you like drawing patterns? I love drawing patterns. It's so relaxing. It's like listening to ASMR. Can you hear the brainwave music? Don't fall asleep. Hey Emilius 132, bewertest du auch Zeichnungen? Ja, gerne, mache ich. Kein Problem. Soll ich das gleich machen? Du kannst das gerne in unseren Discord-Server posten. In den Livestream. Wir machen normalerweise auch Streams, wo ich komplett Reviews gebe. So, Emilius was asking if I also rate drawings. And I just said that we're used to have like feedback streams. I was actually thinking of making one today. But I was like, I want to draw. Sorry, folks. What an egotistic decision. Und vielen Dank für den Twitch-Follow, Emilius. Appreciate ich. Vielen Dank, vielen Dank, vielen Dank. Vielen Dank, vielen Dank, vielen Dank. Wenn du irgendwelche Fragen hast, bitte frag. Weil ich habe die auch auf TikTok hochgeladen. Auf TikTok hochgeladen? Ansonsten, Emilius, wenn nicht, dann schick mir das auf TikTok. Dann mache ich einen TikTok dazu, wenn du magst. Wie wär's damit? Der Unkreative. Oha, was ein Dissname. Hey Pablo, sorry. Sorry that I ask again, but are there any new updates on the art book? Pablo, I love you. I love you so much. There isn't a update yet. I've worked this week on the art book. Ich habe diese Woche an dem Artbook gearbeitet. It's moving forward. The goal is next week, by the end of next week, to send out the look of the artbook right now, and then to get it back. Okay. So as soon as I know, I will let you know. I promise. I promise. I promise. But I highly appreciate you asking every stream for it. That keeps me grounded, bro. I really appreciate it. I mean it. Der Unkreative wollte ich gerade gucken. Warte mal. Hast du den Discord-Link gefunden mittlerweile? Warte mal. Wo ist mein Telefon? Ah ja. Warte mal. Der... Was? Punkt Unkreative. Unkreative. Was ein Name, Alter. Der Unkreative. Ah ja. Bist du das hier? Haben Sie einmal gedacht, einen Manga zu machen? Ja, ich habe tatsächlich darüber nachgedacht. Aber jedes Mal, wenn ich in meinem Kopf das Konstrukt baue, einen Manga zu machen, denke ich mir, das ist so viel Arbeit. Und ich respektiere einfach die Arbeit dahinter so sehr, dass ich es nicht halbherzig machen möchte. Und ich glaube, das hält mich so ein bisschen ab, weil ich möchte damit nicht anfangen und dass es dann rumliegt. Where are you from, Soul? Okay, Emilius. Auf jeden Fall coole Bleistiftzeichnung. Grundsätzlich würde ich dir empfehlen, auch wenn du drauf stehst, übrigens, ich liebe JJK, also finde ich es schon mal sehr nice. Grundsätzlich würde ich dir empfehlen, jeden Tag anfangen, ein paar Boxen zu zeichnen, also perspektivisch aktiv zu arbeiten, vielleicht so 30 Minuten einfach so eine ganze Page füllen mit Boxen, ja, damit du ein Gefühl dafür kriegst, dreidimensionaler zu arbeiten. Man sieht, dass du noch ein bisschen sehr motivabhängig bist. Du schaust dir wahrscheinlich Bilder an und versuchst sie so nachzuzeichnen. Kann sein, also vermute ich jetzt mal. Korrigiere mich, wenn ich da falsch bin. Aber ich würde dir empfehlen, zu erlernen, wie du so etwas hier dreidimensional erschaffen kannst, damit du deine JJK-Zeichnung auch dreidimensionaler machen kannst. Also Perspektive an sich ist das Allerwichtigste. Und es ist diese Manipulation der Dreidimensionalität. Weißt du, weil wir arbeiten ja auf etwas Zweidimensionalen und du willst 3D kommunizieren. Okay? Ich hoffe, das hilft dir jetzt mal irgendwie. Auf die Schnelle, weil du gefragt hast. Hat es mit Augen von Choso? Ja, Augen sind tendenziell nicht so schwer. Du musst dir immer bei Augen merken, dass Augen sind Kugeln, die in einer Augenhöhle sitzen. Ja? Also, just for everyone who doesn't speak German, sorry, I just quickly gonna explain it here. So we were talking about eyes. So, the biggest problem that I always see when it comes to eyes is that people think of eyes like this thing, you know, like it's like something relatively, let me draw this bigger, like something that is like this, right? And the thing is, what you just need to remember all the time is think about your own eye. If you touch this thing here, if you touch this, it is round. It's freaking round. It's a sphere, right? It is a round sphere. And this sphere, diese Sphäre sits inside of a skin bag, right? It is surrounded by the skin that holds the eye inside, in the eye socket. This is really important to remember. So what you need to learn is to figure out wherever the eye sits, you know, when the eye sits in here, that the sphere goes inwards behind. And all you need to understand then, for example, if you draw the eye from the side, how to communicate the eye that sits inside here, okay? This is what you need to learn and practice. And it's relatively simple. If you do it multiple times, you need to practice the sphere. You can even start drawing through. So you draw the full sphere, draw the skin around. Make sure to draw this. This is the, it has a specific name. I always forget the name. A quilbum or something. And then draw in the pupil. Okay? This is the way you need to draw an eye. Gerne. No problem. Aber als Gruppe über Story arbeiten macht es ziemlich einfach. Yeah, I've never done that. Never worked with somebody on a manga story. Never done that. I believe you. I think it's also cool if you do it as a group, then you probably push each other. I'm definitely open for an experience like this.
I guess it's just then a matter of time. As you heard, Pablo, my production assistant manager, who is constantly, no, I'm just joking, but like I have like a few projects open. Ich habe ein paar Projekte offen und die muss ich erstmal fertig machen. Und ich unterrichte halt auch jeden Tag, so I'm teaching every day. Und das macht es ein bisschen schwierig. That makes it a little bit difficult to get enough time out, because right now, im Moment habe ich ziemlich viele Leute. Right now I have a lot of people that I'm teach, so I'm relatively busy. And I have trouble, ich habe Probleme, Zeit zu finden, to find time to do my own stuff. And I also have to make YouTube videos. Ich muss auch noch YouTube Videos machen for educational content. And now I'm speaking in both languages at the same time. Oh my gosh. Hallo, wie geht's von California? Hey, how are you? How's the weather in California? I forgot there is no weather because sun is always shining. How are you? I miss Cal a little bit. I do. I miss the good vibes, driving around with the car, going in a diner for breakfast, having a club sandwich, milkshake, getting this like coffee which makes your heart jump, everything for $5. I miss that. California love. Dun, 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 dun. Hey Yasha, welcome to Twitch. Love goes back to Iran. How are you doing? How are you? How's your day? How's your day going? How's the weather? Dream, drawing, and thinking. Nice. Yeah, if I can make you draw, awesome. And if you already drew, even better. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Just continuously working on the skill every day, a little bit. Trying not to being mad with myself for not being amazing, but pushing myself every day a little bit. My football coach back in the day, when we had practice, he always said, we just want to try to get 1% better every day. We don't try to go backwards, we just try to improve every day. I think that's relatively realistic than everything else. Dun, 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 dun. 2 days ago I just started watching the old TV series Supernatural. It's kind of funny. And it's kind of entertaining. But it's really old. It's really old, actually. It's the guy who I remember who plays Dean at what was this TV series? Gilmore Girls. My mom used to watch a lot.
Hey, SKMR Inc. Welcome to the Twitch stream. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hey Nathan, I'm watching your PewDiePie Studio reaction. Yeah, well, yeah. What can I say? That was definitely a surprising reaction to me. Didn't expect that. Not saying too much.
PewDiePie, the old gangster. I wonder if he still draws. I would be really curious to know if he secretly still draws, or if that was just kind of like just something that he went for video purpose. I mean, he definitely hit the nail in many things. It's always too unfortunate if people start with drawing and spending so much time, then they stop. But I mean, you know, sometimes I guess that's just the way of things. Ist ja auch alles irgendwie egal. Ist ja alles wurscht irgendwie. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, someone needs to be timed out here. What's going on? Oh my goodness. I need mods. This is not good. One sec, let me see if I can get this done. Sorry, folks. I got it in a sec. There you go. Okay. Done. Sorry, folks, for the spam. Should be gone in a moment. Hey Carlos, Janos, I'm happy I started to draw seriously 8 days ago. Been focused a lot on perspective. Made easy from Nolan and space awareness, and today I was able to draw a character from imagination. That's amazing. That's amazing. I love that. I love that. Keep going. Keep going. Continue. And I love that you count the days.
Hey Dave, how's it going? When did you start practicing drawing very seriously? I started practicing drawing round about 2013, so 13 years ago. I started to draw every day. I couldn't draw, I couldn't paint. I was 23 years old. No, so it was 12 years ago. Thank you, it's me. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. It's insane. This YouTube function for vertical streaming is really kind of like this. It's kind of like this pit hole for trolls and spams and stuff. I think if I continue this, I need to. I definitely need somebody who's gonna ban all these people on stream. This is insane. Since I started with this vertical format. Can I refresh the chat box? I don't want this on my stream. Wait, let me delete the chat box and let me put it back in. Okay. How about you, Dave? When did you start drawing seriously? And did you? Ragnarok Online, never played it. Never played it. It's just license-free music from Epidemic Sounds. Hey, LMPO, how are you? Or no, sorry, I'm pro. My bad. Sorry. Tut mir leid. Ich vercheckt. Broly? Why should I draw Broly? Because of the hair. Never drew Broly.
Hey yo, Juan, how's it going? Hey Sunny Jane, hey Dan Kevin Johnson. Greetings, might say you're amazing at drawing. Thank you so much, well appreciated, welcome to the stream. What subject matter or genre do you enjoy drawing the most? Right now, people, faces, hats, fashion, stuff like that. You should start teaching. Hey Sunny Jane, I teach. If you want to get taught by me, there's a link in the description. Should be a description. I teach one-on-one, online. Could you start teaching on streams? What do you want me to teach you? Getting good. Next week going back to full schedule to draw 24/7. Let's go. How's your German? How's your German going? Wie ist mit deinem Deutsch, Juan, jetzt? Sprichst du jetzt fließend? So ich dich kenne, sprichst du jetzt fließend Deutsch. Is your German class done? You filled 9 sketchbooks. Yeah, I believe that. If you say that, I believe you that. Yes, been practicing drawing like for 2 years ago. I've been improvement thanks to my practice form manipulation because I want to draw from imagination. That is so good. I like that. I really like that. Keep going. Keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on going. More, more, more. More, more, and more. Mm-hmm. You're welcome. Ich nehme die B2-Prüfung nächste Woche. Ich glaube, mein Deutsch ist genug. Geil. Let's go. Schaffst du. I believe in you. You're a smart one. Juanito.
Hello HDMZ, how are you? Welcome to stream, welcome on Twitch. How are you doing? What brought you in this little corner of live streams? Is it the look for someone to talk to? Is it to find like-minded people who enjoy drawing? What has brought you here today? We are welcoming you. Join our cult. I've been lurking for a year. Oh. Hey Levi, how are you? HMZ, I know. But still, what brought you here today? Why are you talking now? Why are you not lurking anymore, HTMZ? Hey Little John. Welcome to the YouTube family. Thanks for the subs. Appreciate it. How was your day, HTMZ, huh? Did you have a good day? Did you have a bad day? Tell me about it. I want to know. What are you working on, HTMZ? Yeah, that's a good question. I know. I'm known for good questions. And asking too many questions. Hi. I don't know. 900E? I900E? I don't know how to say your name, but welcome to the YouTube stream. Thank you so much. Welcome. HMZ, we still need to figure out why you start talking today. Was there a event today? Is there something that happened? Should we talk about this? You know, somebody would say you've been acting weird. Or did you found the necessity to say hello? Of course, I highly appreciate that. And you are more than welcome. Dun, dun, dun. Nothing happened? Okay. Then maybe stars aligned. Maybe the planets aligned today. For you saying hi. And I like that. You can call me Ella. Hi Ella. Okay. Welcome to stream, Ella. Yeah, also sometimes the names are written in some sort of dark blue, and it's so weird because the Streamlabs layout is also dark blue, and I have to go very close to make sure to read it. But I think your name is actually, what is that? Teal, a teal color. Yeah, so anything that is kind of like blue and dark is relatively hard to spot. Relatively hard to spot. Faruk, falls du übrigens noch im Stream bist, ich wollte dir noch sagen, danke für den Tipp. Die Werbung war viel zu hoch eingestellt. Ich habe es jetzt auf einmal in der Stunde gestellt. I'm not sure if Faruk is still here. Faruk? Du bist doch Faruk. Bist du doch. There is morning? Here? No. Here is 7:30 p.m. at night. Sometimes all it takes a good cheeseburger and a wind blowing in the right direction to make a stand up saying hello. That's a good one, Adam. I remember that. Not sure how the cheeseburger goes, but yeah. Hey, yeah. Sorry, folks. Okay, so the thing is, I need the light, so this is bright enough, right? Like, just see, like, there's like this giant softbox next to me. That's why I glow like an angel or like a ghost or whatever. And no matter where I put this camera, I'm overexposed. So, sorry. I need a stadium lamp that my paper is visible on camera. Do you stream 88? Do you stream? No. Let me check your Twitch profile. Did you just expose yourself? Wait, why is it not showing? Why is the stream chat not showing? On Twitch. Wait, I have to refresh the page, I think. There you go. We're gonna check your profile anyways. You're streaming, HTMZ. Now I'm gonna lurk you. Just followed. Oi, oi, oi. You just exposed yourself. Now you give me the stare or what? Hey Laser, thank you. How's it going? Welcome to stream. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Now I'm gonna lurk back every day. You did not know what you started. You did not know what you started. You know that, right? The lurk-offs. That sounds very wrong, Adam. Let the lurk-offs begin. Ella, we were just talking because HDMZ is usually just lurking, but started to talk today. So we all were wondering why, what happened. That's why. And I just saw that HDMZ is also streaming. We got you. We got you. You just exposed yourself. No more lurking for you. This is too funny. This is too funny. Funny, funny, funny. Da, 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 da.
Yo, HZ does it. So many ages. Hey Ilu, what's up? Oh, what just happened? Not really sure what happened. Give me a sec. And we are back. Sorry, not sure what happened. Oh, is it back? Yeah, it's back. Okay. Oh, I think it's overheating. Let me turn off the heater. Yeah, a crazy coincidence. I'm gonna open the window, so I let the window open because I think it's the heating on the camera because of the warm in the room. So we're gonna stream with open window for a moment. But it's great because in Berlin right now it's literally just let me see -10 or something. It is cold. C-O-L-D. We Kitty Bruv, I love your artworks. Hey Silly Mondongo, thank you so much. Welcome to stream. Can you play a song, Bossman? What do you mean? I think I can't play anything that is not license free. So that's why we listen to Epidemic Sounds. Because they make license free music. Or at least they sell you a license. I don't know how it works. Can you see this? Hey, I can feel the camera. The camera's actually warm. That's not good. Yeah, YouTube is insane. Like, what they do. Ich habe gerade keinen Plan, was ich zeichnen soll. Kannst du mir einen Vorschlag geben? Okay, pass auf. So, Emilius asked for a recommendation on what to draw. Okay, Emilius, I'm gonna teach you, ich zeig dir jetzt, wie du ganz einfach deine eigenen Gesichter zeichnest. Okay? I'm gonna teach Emilius and everyone who's watching a very simple trick to draw your own heads and faces. Okay? So we're gonna take, let's forget everything. Empty your mind. Be water. Okay? Now, forget everything. You know nothing. Whatever you do, you start with one line. Okay? The first line, die erste Linie, is the most important one. Ist die allerwichtigste Linie. And I recommend you to start with a curve. And what you do with this curve, und was du mit dieser Kurve machst, ist dir überlassen. Is on you. Das könnte der Hinterkopf sein von einem hinteren Kopf, also von hier oben, from this part. Es könnte aber auch, it could also be the front part of the forehead side, right? So just do the same, right? This is the first line. This line tells you, die Linie sagt dir, and gibt dir vor and tells you what is the angle of that face. Practice this line first, right? Then now, let's say I decide that this area gonna be the forehead. This part. Now, first what I'm looking for is the forehead and where it ends, on the eyebrow. Here. I decide it's gonna end here.
And now I also gonna choose, ich entscheide auch, dass die Augenbraue so weit reinkommt. So that explains how is the angle of the head, okay? So how much do we see from the front part of the head? So, und jetzt hast du schon eine Augenbraue, die Stirn und ungefähr den Winkel vom Kopf. Now let's do quickly some hair that follows the form of the forehead. Jetzt machen wir das Auge, über das wir gesprochen haben vorhin. So we do the eye. Eyeball. Now, very important, jetzt ganz wichtig, overlap of the nose and also keeping in mind what's the angle still. Und dass wir von oben gucken. Das heißt, wir sehen die Nase nicht von unten, wir sehen sie von oben. We see the nose from above. Now, what we can't forget, was wir nicht vergessen haben, ist backside cheek, also Rückseite von der Wange. Going down. Now start with the mouth below the nose. Going with the chin, and we already have half the face. Now we need to figure out where is our triangle. For that we go here, and we keep in mind, wir denken dran, that this curves around. It goes around. Features go around the face. They're not straight on the face. They go around. Bam. So, now we need the jaw. And you see, this one, I made it a bit too big, right? But I can still rescue it. So first, let's add some more hair to it. And let's ignore that we did this here. Aber wichtig, wir müssen den Schädel komplett oval kommunizieren. So we need to communicate the skull in its totality. Now we figure out where the ear sits. So when this goes around, the ear sits kind of like here. Maybe giving some earrings. There you have a head. Und alles, was wir jetzt gemacht haben, ist, and all we did, is we started with this top line, right? Which is this. Then we did the second line, which is this. Then we did the hair, which is this. And then we did the features until here, which is the front side of the face. And then the rest. And this is how we make sure, und das ist, so stellen wir sicher, dass der Kopf, den wir zeichnen, dreidimensional ist. Weil, was wir machen wollen, wir wollen 1, 2, 3, we want to communicate 1, 2, 3 planes. Never forget, people. Whenever you draw something, when you draw a face from the front, like this, it happens to be one-dimensional. It means that we just show the front plane. Here's the camera. Right, this is the camera. And we just look at the front plane. Wir gucken uns nur die frontale Plane an, hier. Problem is, it makes stuff flat. I don't envision the box anymore because I practice this day in, day out, every day. And you can start with, you can ignore the box. You just need to keep in mind that you have 3 planes because this here is flat. What we want is this. Whenever we do it, we want to make sure we have 1, 2, 3 planes. Always, always, always. I never stop preaching this. And if I want to draw a head from above or from below, even it's an extreme angle, all I need to figure out is this. Right? because then I can figure out, okay, where's my hairline? Okay, now I see more from the nose, from below. I see less from the eyes. I see more from the mouth. And then so on and so on. So practice this day in, day out. Okay? And then simplification of features. Okay, but keep in mind, features are solid form. It's so cold in here. Let me close the window quickly. I think the camera is cold enough again. Whoa. Okay. So, Emilus, zurück zu deiner Frage. Ich würde dir empfehlen, versuch doch einfach mal ein paar Gesichter zu machen. Try to do some faces. Und wenn du Probleme hast, if you have problems, dir vorzustellen, wie der Kopf dreidimensional aussieht, how the head is three-dimensional, füll erstmal ein ganzes Blatt, fill a full page. Like, let's pretend that's your page. Just with boxes. As a warm-up. Okay? To activate your brain for three-dimensionality. Um ready zu werden, dreidimensionell zu zeichnen. Weißt du, dein Gehirn muss aktiv werden. Ja, und wenn die Gesichter zu langweilig sind, kannst du auch immer noch was anderes machen. Aber das zu üben ist nicht schlecht. Weil vor allem, wenn du jetzt auch mal irgendwie Characters machen willst oder vielleicht mal deinen eigenen Manga machen willst, if you want to make your own manga or whatever, faces are so important and they say so much about your stylistic choice. So I think it's never wrong to practice that. Ansonsten, Environments ist auch immer ein Ding. Gerne, gerne. Dafür ist der Stream da. That's why we have to stream, to talk about these things. By the way, we stream every Friday. Wir streamen jeden Freitag. Ungefähr ab 6. Manchmal auch ab 7. Kommt drauf an, wie schnell ich aus meinem Unterricht rauskomme. Right, will torture myself with faces once again. Don't... Please don't see it as torture. It's not torture. Make it fun, you know? What I can also recommend, if you feel like, faces are really annoying, okay? Faces are really annoying. There was a face... No. Hey, DC McLaughlin, thank you for the sub. There was a phase when I learned faces that I was doing this all the time, where I just draw features like very fast. Trying to figure out a certain look, but also that's why the routine is so important, is to continuously doing this every day, because it's kind of like pattern recognition of features in general, right? So for example, when somebody has a cute nose, what makes a cute nose? Figuring that out. And I would do that, and I would just do this, you know? I would just do the features. I would completely ignore the rest. That was good because my features got better, but the problem is that I didn't took care of this. So at some point I needed to move over from this to this. And I slowly progressed. And when I started getting a feeling for the head in itself, this got easier because then I know, okay, I need to place this. But there are also other trick things because we can't leave with the box. And I just had this with a student 2 days ago that, let me say, I first teach you the box, right? I teach you the box and I teach you how to draw the face in there. Problem is, features do not go, like if we have a face and we put the features on the face, technically they're not going in a straight line along the face. They're not going in a straight line. They're technically going around the face. So this plane is technically curved. Like this. But this you need to understand first. But when you do, your faces will look so much better. I promise you. Because this concept here is very, very important to understand. Okay? Because this is again too close to our one-dimensionality. Don't do one-dimensionality. Do things that go around in space. And whenever you're unsure, and that sounds really dumb, but it works, take your own finger and just follow over the surface of your face. Follow that, right? You feel what the surface is. You feel that this is form, that this is not flat. I see so many people doing great drawings, but their faces look flat, and that's just from there. Of course, I also draw flat faces sometimes. Like, nobody's perfect, right? That's not what I want to say. But there is like this tendency of forgetting. Okay, let's go back to the chat. With facial expressions, what do you recommend beginners to use? Reference with real people making silly expressions? I recommend you taking photos of yourself. Go in your bathroom, make photos of yourself making expressions. Why? Because you feel how that expression you're gonna draw feels. And that is kind of like an extra layer of learning. You know, it's the equivalent of eating something really nice for the first time and seeing a really cool movie or TV show at the same time. Do you know how that feels, right? Like this. That looked a bit weird, but yeah, anyways. That's kind of like you make certain connections in your head when you do that. That's why animators and like comic book artists have a mirror on their table. I've been struggling with gesture drawing a lot. Do you have any tips? If you struggle with gesture drawing, in most cases, gesture is not simplified enough. What you need to always remember when it comes to gesture means simplification. I hope I wrote this correct. Gesture is simplification. If you have trouble with the gesture, it is not the problem. It's not a problem of you not that you can draw. It's a problem of your decision making. Because gesture is literally just this. C curve, S curve, straight lines. CSI. If you are struggling with the gesture, it means that you are using too many lines, plus you're not consistent. You need to be more consistent, right? You don't want to draw a figure like this, where you're like this, you know? You want to go for, okay, that's the head, that's the angle, that's the straight arm, that's the gesture of the arm. That's the opposite side. You know what I'm saying? Like, simplify these lines. Don't do this. Do this. Okay? Really important when it comes to gesture. And of course, when you do gesture, keep in mind that whatever figure you draw, it stands on a plane, right? biggest beginner mistake is always thinking that the horizon line is in the middle and whatever I draw is like this. Even though it looks kind of correct. But what you need to keep in mind is this here, the ground plane. The ground plane where this figure is standing on. Okay? And then it turns also around. I hope this helps. Would appreciate if you could go over fisheye perspective if you're feeling, of course. Okay, let's do it quick. Fisheye perspective. Hey, RX Rodriguez 99, thank you so much for the Twitch follow. I appreciate everyone who's also following on Twitch. Okay, let's do fisheye lens quick. So when it comes to fisheye lens, what I like to think of is this principle. Like starting with two lines that are bended in the opposite, right, to each other. And then we do that also again, but only in a horizontal way. Okay? Then we have one line in the middle, one line here again. And then we can add, of course, multiple lines if we want to. Basically creating another layer of lines. And then also following that into perspective. But before you do that, I would recommend just practicing this. Imagining, okay, this is the middle. If we look here, we look above. If we look here, we look below. Which means that if something is here, right? So let's say it is here. And let's take a box because it's the most simplest. And we follow these lines. This is the object in the fisheye, in the below us. Same for the top. Start with this. And then keep in mind that lines are just bending. They're just bending. Technically, it's the same principle. Okay? I hope that kind of like helps you. That I would start with this very slow and then move my way into doing more. Like if you can fill this with boxes and they kind of look correct in terms of the rest of the fisheye lens, you will have no problem like doing a full fisheye lens. Promise you. Welches ist eigentlich das beste Kim Young-ji Artbook? Also das, was ich am liebsten mag, ist das von das Rote von 2013. Pablo was asking which was the best. In my opinion, I like the 2013 Kim Young-ji book the most. I have all of them. I even have the yellow one. The yellow one is a special edition, and there were only a few amounts printed. And Yunjin gave me this as a gift when I was in Korea. I'm still very thankful for it. Sorry, the light. The light is kind of like killing my eyes today. Do you have any advice to not get demotivated to draw when the learning curve gets steep? Personally struggle with that. Any advice would really help me. What could be the best advice for you? When the learning curve gets steep. What I would recommend you to do, especially whenever you feel demotivated in drawing, make sure whatever you are drawing, that, like for example, because there is a difference between learning to draw and drawing for you. And I would say if you're drawing for learning, you should also equally focus on drawing for yourself. Because when you feel demotivated, you especially need to have the joy of drawing and the reason why you started with drawing and why you go through this. Because it's a really hard, long path. It's never to underestimate. So the important part is that you not forget you love drawing and why you do this. So what I mean by this, what I would do, I would make sure let's say you spend 2 hours every day for learning, try to spend an equal amount of time for drawing for yourself. So sketchbook, doodle, faces, whatever it is, draw funny stuff that you like, that you love, that you feel interested, and make sure that reminding yourself this is your art journey, it's your path, but also this is meant to be fun, you know? And I know it's very easy, especially if you take it serious and you want to do it as a job. And I did not know that. And I can just tell you that because I went through this. But it's really important to find the joy in it and do sometimes just stuff that you just do out of a feeling without putting a label on it and feeling like this needs to be the next masterpiece. It's just for you to be stupid. It's just for you to go crazy. It's just for you to shut your mind off, you know? That's what I would say. Because if you feel demotivated, you should see your time of practicing and studying as your daily duties that you're gonna do, and the rest is for fun. So you need to have a certain amount of fun that you bring back to balance you out. Okay? I hope this helps. And if not, say it again, I figure something else out. I'm pursuing this to be my career. Any advice? Any advice if that's your career? Start to work out at least twice a week because you're gonna sit a lot. Stretch. Try to make sure that you keep sleep and health always on your mind. Make sure if you have relationships which are important to you, to cherish that relationship and taking care, and don't forget these people. Because even if you achieve your goal, they need to be there to share it with them, you know? So don't take everything for granted. Because this is also sometimes can be very lonely. And not everyone understands this career, by the way. Like, people say they understand, but they don't. And that's okay. It's not their job. You choose this, you know? Try not to involve your ego at any point. Try to kill your ego. Try not to have any ego. Don't think that you know it. Like, stop learning as an artist is the death of your artistic pathway, in my opinion. When you think you know it, it's the moment where you doomed. And when somebody tells you no, then don't ask why. Just continue. Try to improve. Try to work hard. Always focus on improving and having fun. Having fun, getting better, having fun, getting better. It's the only thing that counts. You are welcome, Adam. You are welcome. Thank you for being here today. Appreciate you back. And your whole existence. Hey, Siley Mon. I already said hi. Sorry. Too much talking today. I have a question. What is your approach to using line pens? I've been practicing more with pens and I was seeking advice seeing going straight into ink, especially your viewer. The way... Oh, I just dropped something. The pathway to here was very painful. If I would be home, I could show you my ugly sketchbooks with all the ugly ink drawings. The problem is that first you need to accept the fact that you're gonna make mistakes. And sometimes you can fix these mistakes, and that is okay. This is part of this medium. But it also means that you need to approach whatever you do slower. So you can't just jump in, you know? You need to be much more careful and much slower. That is really, 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 really important. Wait 1 sec. Let me just change the music a bit. Yeah. So this is really important. Drawing slow. Really thinking about what it is. And sometimes, you know what? Sometimes it's not a problem if you have a second sheet of paper and before you go into the drawing, you do like a quick, rough drawing of what it is that you want to draw. Nobody say that you can't do this, you know? That doesn't make any sense. That like you don't need to be a master of projection. Just have a second line. And if you're unsure, take your time. Take your time. Hey 9Zolz, thank you so much for the Twitch follower. Appreciate every Twitch follow as well. Very, very much. Yeah. And give yourself enough time. It took me 2 years. I'm really saying that. I'm serious. It took me 2 years to feel comfortable drawing directly with ink. And you know, sometimes even in the morning when I go with the train to my studio and I draw people and somebody who looks over my shoulder, I still don't feel comfortable. So yeah. But what I'm also learning right now, and I just give this everyone as a tip, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for every line that is not perfect. Forgive yourself that you don't know it yet. Forgive yourself that you may be not there where you think you should be right now. Everything is okay. Just have fun. Continue drawing. It's just drawing. Okay? Don't overthink it. You're not less worth. Nobody hates you. We all just want to have fun and draw, and that's cool. And we all should do that. And the world needs every drawing. Okay, I hope that helps. Feedback. Yeah, you're welcome, Surf Club. You're welcome. Welches Papier empfehlst du? Weil ich habe zurzeit raues Papier geholt und das verwischt leicht. Schattierungen gehen aber normales Papier ist zu glatt. Benutzt du Bleistift? Ja, du benutzt Bleistift, ne? Den habe ich ja gesehen auf deinem TikTok. Also ich mag smoothes Papier sehr. Weißt du, das hier ist sehr smooth. Wenn du dir Papier kaufst, ich kann dir auf jeden Fall Hahnemühle Papier empfehlen. 4 Blätter, die sind ein bisschen hochwertiger. Die sind aber sehr schön, also das mag ich sehr. Ich mag kein raues Papier. Weil ich mag es lieber eine durchgehende, smooth Linie zu haben. I like to have a smooth line. Ja, Hahnemühle kannst du auch auf Amazon bestellen zum Beispiel. Oder das hier ist Bristol Paper. Also grundsätzlich, guck dir immer, wo smooth ist oder hot stain. I try to build a whole framework from production of my art, building whole resources network. I do even learning how the business work. I lost my spark for a long time, but this is the path to grow. You know, I don't know what's up with this spark. At some point you need motivation, but at some point you just need to get started, you know? I have days where I don't want to draw. And I don't feel like it. And then I just start drawing, and then it takes 30 minutes, and then I love drawing again. So sometimes you need to just get moving, just start moving, you know? But I understand what you mean. Nice advice. I always say if you zoom in enough, nothing's perfect. Yeah, absolutely. Agree. Just joined. I suck at art. To me, it's like voodoo witchcraft. You give excellent advice. Thank you. Forgive yourself, especially because everyone else forget you anyways. Doesn't matter to them. Yeah, I mean, it's also like if you start going into the rabbit hole of thinking what other people think of you, you need to always remember that majority of people, they mostly just think about themselves. So nobody really thinks about you, as sad as it sounds. But that's just how it is. And that's okay. You know, everyone has their own life. So, but drawing is not witchcraft. It's actually just practice and continuation of practice. And more practice, I think. It's like if I would start playing guitar today, like, of course, it would sound horrible. But if I do it every single day for 10 years, it probably will be okay-ish. Or at least I know how to play a song, right? So it's just a craft. It's just that. Valid point. It's okay. It's normal. Nothing wrong with it. Absolutely. Nothing wrong with the people. But something wrong with my back. What the fuck? Yeah, I haven't consistently. Yeah, consistency is one of the biggest variable in getting good with drawing. Like, again, I'm telling you, just if you like, whenever you start with drawing, and whenever, like, I'm teaching, right? I'm teaching every day, and whenever somebody new comes in, first thing I ask, like, how much time do you spend, and how consistent are you? Give men paper and pen, and they will be the whole level of yeah. Also, paper and pen is really like, when you think about the first thing you learn as a child is how to write your name, right? And I had this epiphany because I was doing digital for 10 years now or 12 years now, and it is never ever the same feeling as drawing on paper. Drawing on paper feels so much more natural and real than digital. And I always forget that digital is just a tool. Of course, technically a pen is also just a tool, but it has so much more purity in it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's just how I feel about it. Art is many things and not just for show or ego. It doesn't matter if a master can do it better. Art is language, therapy, problem solving, exploration, everything. Enjoy the process of yourself. Absolutely. It is therapy. It is so many things. Would you do art review by any chance? Sure, yes. Or what do you mean? Like your review, you mean, right? Like looking at your art. Yeah, like I've seen that people doing that on TikTok. I don't know if I should do that. Like the thing is also like this whole social media thing really gives me headache to some point. Like I spend so much time on editing videos these days for 2-minute videos. And I love to share so many things, but I also want to do this all day. And it's so hard. It is so hard.
maybe don't a full review, maybe just focus on providing a learner one thing they can focus on next time. Yeah, maybe.
We can also do a stream, you know, like we can just do it on a live stream. We've done that in the past. We're just basically in Photoshop. I'm basically in Photoshop and everyone can submit their work. And then we're just going over this in Photoshop. Habt ihr auf TikTok noch dem geschickt, meinst du, mit Aufwärmen bzw. Lernen? Warte kurz. Wo ist mein Handy? Warte. Geil. Ja, gut. Wichtig. So, one important thing. Ich darf ja bestimmt hier sharen, oder? Emilus just did this as a warm-up, as we spoke about it, right? So important here for these boxes. Für die Boxen wichtig, dass du versuchst, die Planes gleichmäßig zu halten, ja? So try not, when you ever do boxes, try to keep these lines that go back in perspective relatively parallel. Like this. Okay? Because what happens if you do this, and then, for example, you keep this in the front straight, so parallel, and this is converging, it could look odd. Like, that just means that whenever we draw something on a piece of paper and we have a horizon line, that means that the vanishing point where these lines are going through are on the paper, like here, for example, right? So it looks extremely odd if we have some, for example, like something like this here. Let me just draw this. And then we have like something that is outside of the paper. So like this, right? These lines continually going and these going here. So important, wichtig is to understand that we most cases want for our picture plane that the vanishing points are outside of the image. Dass die vanishing points außerhalb des Blattes sind, okay? Und das hilft, that helps to keep things parallel. Hey, Steven Rusik, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it, welcome. Okay, so das ist wirklich wichtig. That's really important to understand. First, making sure that you draw parallel boxes. Because the next step of drawing perspective is ellipses. And an ellipse is a perfect circle, right? Perfect circle in perspective, considering minor and major axis. And there comes the point where we need to learn how to place an ellipse inside of a plane in perspective. But for this, we need to have parallel planes. Dafür brauchen wir parallele Planes. If we don't have this, wenn wir das nicht haben, then we will have problems to put the ellipse in there. Okay? Like this, ungefähr so. Ja? The moment where we have something that is too converged, wenn die Vanishing Points zu krass konvergieren, also diese Linien hier zu sehr konvergieren, then wird die Ellipse komisch aussehen. Okay? Deswegen sehr wichtig. Und ansonsten, was ich auch empfehlen würde, versuch doch auch mal einfach einen Kugelschreiber zu nehmen. Und dann versuch dein Blatt so anzuordnen. Try to take a ballpoint or an ink pen, if you have. Can be super cheap. And then try to organize the boxes. Versuch die Boxen zu organisieren auf deinem Blatt. Und sukzessive wirklich zu überlegen, okay, jetzt zeichne ich eine Box, die ich von unten sehe. Jetzt zeichne ich eine Box, die ich von oben sehe. Now I draw a box that I see from below. Now I see one box from above. Und das muss nicht immer eine perfekte Box sein. Das kann auch mal ein Quader werden. Das ist auch okay. Wichtig ist, dass die Linien parallel sind. Okay? Versucht das mal ein bisschen organisierter zu machen. Auch unterschiedliche Größen. Try different sizes. Make a big one, make a small one. Okay? Try to keep and enter the space. Conquer the space. Really important. Right? Because, weil der nächste Schritt ist dann zum Beispiel Zylinder hinzuzufügen. In unterschiedlichen Winkeln. Okay? Ich hoffe, das hilft. Gerne, gerne, gerne. Es ist mir eine Freude. Ich unterrichte tatsächlich sehr gerne. Hätte ich auch niemals gedacht. 2 Dinge, die ich am meisten gehasst habe in der Schule, waren Kunstunterricht und mein Lehrer. Jetzt bin ich Kunstlehrer. Find die Ironie. Oh, my eye is getting tired. Bop, 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 bop. I knew a guy that looks like this smoker. He would say things like, "We live in a matrix." Look like the thing. Yeah. I got you on this. I feel like we all have somebody that we know that looks like this and says things like this. It's the guy you can always ask for fire, you know? Like, you have fire, bro? Sure. Time to lit things up. Feuer. Ich piss in die Augen, brennt auch. Old Counter-Strike meme. Oh. I don't know what that is. Looks like Mandarin. Can I translate this? Is it possible? Sorry, Lucida. I unfortunately can't copy this out of the stream. So I don't know. But thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate it. Wait. Now I can copy it, I think. To German. Wait, I asked ChatGPT to übersetzt das ins Deutsche. I asked ChatGPT to translate. Okay, thank you so much. Really nice saying. Okay, write me a polite. Okay, wait. I got you. I hope that's correct. Yes. Here is evening. That's the only thing I'm using this for. Translating languages. It is so cool that you can communicate with people which language you're not speaking, you know? I just love this. Yes, it is. Yeah, that's really cool. Oha, Pablo, was hast du raus jetzt? Ich muss das mal checken. Was ist das? Ist das Farsi oder was? Ich weiß es gar nicht. Ach, Kanada ist das. Ja, toll. Das hätte ich jetzt gerne lieber nicht übersetzt. Da bin ich auf jeden Fall mal gut drauf reingefallen. Ja, Leute, wenn ich jetzt alles übersetzen muss, komme ich gar nicht mehr zum Zeichnen.
Es gibt es gibt ein Video auf deinem Kanal, wo du Kim Jong-gi bist. Wo du mit Kim Jong-gi bist. Das war in Portugal. Das war in Portugal, wo ich ihn das erste Mal getroffen habe. Auf dem THU, Trojan Horse Was a Unicorn. Das ist ein Art-Event. Das ist jetzt, früher war das jedes Jahr, das ist jetzt alle 2 Jahre. Dieses Jahr ist es wieder. Und das ist so ein Art-Event, das geht 5 Tage lang in Portugal, wo Artists aus der ganzen Welt hinkommen und sich connecten. Dann gibt es so Talks zu verschiedenen Themen, oftmals so Industriegeschichten, aber auch so andere Sachen. Genau, und ich war da jetzt eigentlich, seitdem ich da das erste Mal war, jedes Jahr. Nur weiß ich nicht, ob ich dieses Jahr gehe. Das habe ich noch nicht ganz rausgefunden. Ist halt immer cool, mal wieder mit den Leuten zu connecten, auch neue Leute kennenzulernen und so. Das ist schon sehr nice. Hey Honey Pre-Max. Thank you. Can you draw Hinata from Haikyuu? Hinata? Was it Hinata? Hinata was the small one with the orange hair, right? Hast du von da auch dieses Sketchbook? Welches Sketchbook meinst du? Meinst du dieses Kim Jong-gi Buch, von dem ich gesprochen habe? Hinata von Haikyuu. Where's my phone? Ja, hier. Let me check. Na. Hinata. Oh no, he shows me Hinata from Naruto. Hinata Haikyuu. Okay. Hinata from Haikyuu. The hard part about... Oh, my bad. The hard part about anime is how to place the proportions and the simplifications. And if you mess this up, it looks just odd. Are you German? Yes, ich bin Deutsch. Ich bin Deutsch. Ich spreche Deutsch. Etwas okay. Okay, let me see if I get it. If I get it. Hinata from Haikyuu. No. Can I get one where he's not looking like... Problem is, this is so much fan art. But the style is pretty cool, I would say. Okay, let me see if I can get this in one go. Wow, this is hard. These proportions. Feels so weird.
This eye is so far out, it's insane. Thanks for the sub, Yamato. Then he has this like spiky hair going in all directions. See, the hair is the best part. I don't know. It's really hard. These ratios are really hard for Hinata, I feel like. Also like this, like, he has no nostril. These eyes are so far out. And also this like chin to mouth ratio is insane. But when the mangaka is doing it, it looks awesome. I should not do this. I should not do this. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure if that's enough for you. Hey Samuel, how's it going? Nee, eins, wo man selber reinzeichnet. Meinst mal, du hast irgendwo ein Video zu sehen? Ach ja, ich kaufe da immer die Sketchbooks. Die machen da so Sketchbooks jedes Jahr. Da gibt es sozusagen jedes Jahr von jedem Event, jedes Jahr gab es ein Sketchbook und es gibt immer einen Artist, der das Motiv designt. Und die Sketchbooks haben immer ganz gute Qualität eigentlich und die sind super billig. Die kosten irgendwie, keine Ahnung, die kosten irgendwie 10 Euro oder so. Die sind super günstig da. Und dann kaufe ich mir mal 2, 3. Ich habe sogar noch 3, 4 Stück, die ich noch nicht mal benutzt habe. Wärst du in der Nähe, würde ich dir eins schenken. Are you drawing what the comments say? No, usually not. I just did it. Like, usually I never do that, but I just did it. I'm sucks in art. I love draw, very cool, but skill, it sucks. My mistake is that I can't build up the image. I'm drawing by watching you since the channel started. That's amazing. Thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate it. Thank you. I like these ratios are really hard. Like I like the style. I really like the style, but yeah, like going from this to this, for me mentally is the trick. Comes on like. Hope you're enjoying the new studio. No wall drawing today. No wall drawing today. Yeah, I wanted to like the wall drawing was cool, but my drawing quality was bad. So I wanted to draw sitting. So the quality is bigger this time. You know, I don't want somebody coming for the first time to the stream and then looks at this and feel like, okay, that guy really draws for a living. Is he serious? Kann man die irgendwo online kaufen? Du, kann ich dir nicht sagen. Vielleicht google einfach mal THU Sketchbooks. Vielleicht findest du was. Lucida, 1 second. I have to translate. From when did you learn this sketching art? From when? What do you mean with when? When I start with this? I mean, starting sketching, I started like just drawing, of course, around about 10 years ago, or a bit more, like 11 or 12 years ago. So I was always drawing and sketching, but the way I draw here is something I started around about 2 years ago, when I completely stopped with pencil for a while, because I believe that drawing with ink will develop my skill faster, and it will help me to chase a certain direction I wanted to go with. And it did. It was right. It was the hardest training so far. And I just love this medium. I just love it so much. And I hope one day I can figure a way out to make money with the ink drawings. Like proper money. I know I never drew as a kid. I started drawing when I was 23. So 12 years ago. Okay, I really need to pee. Be right back, okay? 5 minutes.
Okay, folks. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Hab es gefunden. Wirklich danke, hab davon immer gesucht. Hab nur die Artworks immer gefunden. Ah, cool, alles klar, cool. Supi. Sehr gut. Freut mich. Wie gesagt, wärst du in Berlin, würde ich sagen, ich schenke dir morgen eins. Ich habe nämlich noch einige rumliegen. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. I'm already here since... when did I start it today? 9 a.m. So... 12 hours. 12 hours in the studio today. Maybe I should call it a night. Also, I feel like my eyes start, like whenever I get exhausted, I can, like, my vision gets blurry at some point. But it's also this giant softbox next to me, torturing my eyes the whole time. Oh my goodness. Oh, now it's kicking me. Sorry. The stream is not boring at all, right? I'm just tired. Apologies. It's so rude of me. It is so rude of me. Okay, zoomen wir doch mal raus hier. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Okay, folks. I think I call it a night. I don't want to sit here and yarn in your face. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here tonight. It was an awesome stream. I appreciate you all.
Danke für alle, die da waren. Also, thank you all for the questions, for communicating, sharing, all that. I highly appreciate it. Feel free to like and also subscribe. Like the stream and also subscribe to YouTube, my Instagram, and TikTok. It's the same. It's just JANOS.GERASCH this year. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Instagram. Feel free to follow me there as well. Thank you so much for these awesome almost 3 hours. That was really fun. I really appreciate it. I also appreciate everyone who asked question. Everyone, hey, Daku, thank you so much for the sub. Everyone who asked, everyone who shared the things they need help with. That was really fun. It also made the stream a bit more exciting for me as well. So please continue doing that. I really appreciate you all. Thank you all for being here. And did I forget anything? If any of you are interested in getting taught by me one-on-one, I do that online. I have a website. There's a link below in the description. And otherwise, I wish you all a wonderful rest day, evening, and weekend. And keep drawing. And see you next week on Friday, same time. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye. Good night. Gute Nacht.